Howdy. Welcome to May's State of Affairs video, the series where I just kind of talk about a little bit of the statistics of the channel, how things are going, what I've been up to, what I've been working on, some of the plans that I have coming up on the channel and in my life, and, you know, kind of other random stuff. I don't really have much to say to ramble at the beginning of this video, so I'm kind of just going to jump right into some things. I just want to talk about last month's video performance because April was an insane month for the channel, and like I cannot thank you guys enough for the very good reaction that I got to everything. So I just want to start off just talking about that because, you know, I have really no reason not to when it comes right down to it. Last month on the main channel I released 14 videos, 877 views between them, which is no small amount, and it was an insane reaction. Some of the highlights videos that I released over the month on my main channel were my short story Sundays video on the tomb, which was a fun video or fun short story to discuss in that context. I did my Q1 of 2024 book haul, which had it was huge. There was way too much in that. Thank you for watching that one. I finished up reading The Fires of Heaven, Wheel of Time. That last video was very fun to do. I did a brief top 10 list read-alongs that I've missed since I started the channel. That was a fun little video to explore. And then of course the real crown jewel was my discussion with Christopher Rocchio and DJ Butler, spoiler talk on Disquiet Gauze. That was a very fun video to produce, and then a complicated one to edit for, you know, just technical reasons. And then a video that performed absolutely massively. Like, I cannot overstate how massively that video performed. Anyway, yeah, that's what basically went down on the main channel. Those are some of the highlights of those 14 videos that I released. There's a couple other videos that I would have liked to highlight in there as well, but by that point it's like, if I'm announcing half of them, like, whatever, it doesn't really matter that much. The second channel, I only released one new video. I had 3 other videos that came out, but those were like re-uploads of the first 3 Remnant from the Ashes Let's Play that I did with Josh, my other friend, on the second channel. But that one new video got 13 views, so that was actually a decent bit more than I was expecting it to get, especially since I don't think the first 3 videos even have that many views. So, you know, that's kind of odd. The way things go sometimes. The highlights of what I did is basically just the fact that I re-released those first 3 videos and released the 4th one finally after like 9 months, maybe 7 months, I'm not entirely sure, of that Let's Play kind of sitting in the dirt. So that's going to be going on for another month or 2, I think. I have a few DLC videos for that I still need to edit and upload. I just have not had time to get to that for the last 2 months for whatever reason. And then I'm going to edit the Remnant 2 Let's Play. So, you know, that's kind of the stuff that's going on the second channel right now. Nothing too crazy. As for last month's writing, however, I did finally get a little bit more done compared to the last couple months as far as the Reign of Ash is concerned. Only about 500 words added or so, but I did add words, whereas in February, and I'm pretty sure also in March, I got 50 words maximum in either of that. So my real life job messed up my plans to work a little bit more on that last outline revision than I would have liked. Very crazy couple of weeks, just over the last couple of weeks, just on account of stuff that is really hard to explain. And then this week was just a lot busier than normal, so I didn't really have a lot of brain power to really work on this when I wanted to this month. I'm going to try to get back in the groove and do that in May. I finished part 2 of that last outline, that final Silent Reign trilogy outline. I'm going to try to push through part 3 in May, if not get a little bit further as well. I don't think part 3 will be that hard. Parts 4 and 5 will be the hard parts, because those have to be basically entirely rewritten because they are not necessarily very good as is. For blogs that I wrote, I didn't actually get any blogs written, even though I have 3 outlined at this point, maybe even 4. I haven't gotten any good writing in for that yet, but I'm still planning to do some of that imminently and get some extra videos onto the second channel over the next month or 2, because I haven't done that for a little while. And then I got some reviews written on Goodreads, surprisingly about 4,000 words between several novels and short stories. And even then, I'd still have my Fires of Heaven and Rage by Richard Bachman Those 2 book reviews I still need to write. I've had those on the back burner for forever and have not gotten either completed yet. I've got introductions to both of those, but I haven't actually gotten to write the body of those yet. Mostly because of that brain power reason. The reason why I haven't been able to work much on the Reign of Ash is I've just been too tired for the last couple weeks to even think through any form of sentence structure to write those reviews, let alone the actual thoughts of the reviews themselves. It's been pretty crazy, but even so, I'm happy with the quality of the reviews and the writing and the progress that I've made in various different aspects, and the desire to, you know, finish some stuff and work more on all of those projects eternally drives me. I'm looking forward to this summer, hopefully me truly getting back in my groove, because that would be amazing. Channel statistics. Like I said, huge month. The second channel, yeah, there wasn't really much going on there. I'll just go over the second channel stuff first, even though I've never done that up to this point, because there's really not much to talk about. 23 views, down 61.7% compared to the previous month. 1.9 watch hours, down 89.7%. 745 impressions, down 84%. Big downturns because 3 of those were re-uploads. 3 of those 4 videos that went up were re-uploads. And for whatever reason, because of the way that those re-uploads work, like they don't notify anybody, they don't appear in the subscription feed brand new. So that's a lot of the reason why all 3 of those are down a lot. That 4th video did get a decent reception, but like the other 3 didn't really get anything. You know, that's not anything I'm too worried about. Those 3 videos had already come out before, but it is what it is. Now all 4 of those videos are out, and the rest of the videos are going to be coming out. Hopefully May's a little bit better for the second channel, because, you know, I didn't gain any subscribers, so I'm still at 16 over there. Things are how they are going to be. The main channel is where things went crazy. I got 1,649 views this month, up 117%. That is over twice as many views and far and away a record. I think my previous record before April of 2024 was somewhere in the 1,100 views range, somewhere in that ballpark. I don't think I've had any other months other than that one previous month that passed 1,000. There might have been a second one in there somewhere. I forget off the top of my head, but like this is still far and away a record by like multiple hundred of views. It is a record. So, you know, insane reception my channel has gotten this month, and we'll talk a tiny bit more about that. Basically the same way that views hit a huge record, watch hours also hit a huge record. 213.3 watch hours, up 139 from March. And most of this is because of one single video, that Disquiet Gods discussion that I had with Christopher Rocchio and Dave Butler. 100 of those watch hours that I got in April came from that one video. The crazy part about it, that video came out on the 25th. So in 6 days, that video got 100 watch hours and made up the bulk of my views and my watch time for the month. Absolute absurdity. And most of the remaining views and watch hours that I got for the month was carryover from the Disquiet Gods reviews that happened at the end of March. That continued to shoot up. So both of those videos are in my top 5 videos on the channel. I think one of them, the discussion is number 3 now, and the Disquiet Gods review is number 4, and both of those are actually coming up on the previous discussion that I had on the channel with Christopher Rocchio. I think that Disquiet Gods review, or Disquiet Gods discussion, the spoiler discussion video, is very likely to overtake number 2 by the end of this month, if any of the previous, you know, statistics is anything to go by. Absolute insane reaction. Like, I cannot thank all of you guys enough. In fact, I did do a community post on the channel, you know, doing a little sappy appreciation message for that. That got 12 likes, my most likes on any of my posts that I've done on the channel. I haven't done that many, especially not that many that, you know, really did need to be read. Most of them were just announcements for Short Story Sunday videos. So like that one post got some traction. I seriously cannot thank all of everybody who watches this channel enough for giving me a reason beyond the love of making videos to make these videos. That discussion was a very big one for the channel. As for impressions, I had 44,855 impressions, up 33.8% compared to the month before. That one's a little bit more standard as far as things go these days. In fact, a little bit above average, I think. And then I also had plus 30 subscribers, almost entirely on account of the Disquiet Gods review and spoiler discussion videos. So at the end of April, on the first day of May, I was sitting at 629 subscribers. At the time that I'm recording this, I'm actually at 630, so I've already gained one in May so far. But yeah, a net gain of 30 subscribers is also a record. So 3 of these 4 statistic sections, and the 3 important ones for me anyway. I don't really care that much about impressions. They're a fun statistic, but like, it doesn't make that much difference. The 3 important statistic sections for my channel all had huge records in April, and I seriously cannot thank you guys enough. It's been insane. 2024 has been insane so far, and I cannot wait to continue the rest of the year. This month, well, let's just kind of wrap up a little bit of April to kind of understand what I'm planning. April was insane. You know, work stress made up a good chunk of 2.5 weeks of arguably 3 weeks of the month. But even in the midst of that insanity, in the midst of that chaos, I still read an absurd amount. Check back in on Tuesday to, you know, see all that I read and all that I plan to read in May. I got through a game, 55 or 60 hours of Star Wars Jedi Survivor. So I even though I played a game for a little bit, like, that's also part of the reason why I didn't get a bunch of writing done, was because I was playing that a bit, but I was really in a gaming mood when I was at home. My brain was too dead to really do writing stuff, so that's how I justify it. I'm sorry, but that's how I justified that part of it this month. I still wrote a few decent reviews for Goodreads, and then I also recorded like 15 or more videos. I have a few more that I need to record this weekend, and all of those videos I need to edit this month. Some of those are for the coming week that I need to get done imminently because, well, that's kind of how things go. I've been behind on the editing because I've been doing so much recording. April was a huge success for me personally, my personal work life, financially, you know, kind of related to the work life, but also here on the channel, as I've tried to say in this video. Like, April was absolutely huge for the main channel, and I cannot thank everybody enough for how huge of a reaction some of those videos got. I know it's a little bit of an outlier. April is definitely going to be an outlier at the end of the year, but I still want to thank you guys all sincerely for that, because, you know, there's no reason why anybody has to feel obligated to watch those videos, but still people watch those videos, and it means the absolute world to me. So I want to thank you all, not just for the massive support that I've garnered this month, but for the whole year. Like I said, 2024 has been insane. 2023 was already pretty big, but 2024 is easily going to surpass that in basically all metrics, and I've been feeling really good about stuff this year, even though I haven't been able to work on certain stuff the way that I've wanted to. I'm excited for the rest of the year, and I really thank you guys for that. This month, maybe I'll actually get to step back into some of those other things that have been held back a little bit as of recently. I plan to work more fully on the Reign of Ash, as I've said. Fingers crossed that my job doesn't mess with that again. But most of what I'm going to try to do is just kind of keep the ball rolling, keep my productivity up, and try to edit some of those videos that I got recorded. Going to work more on my writing, going to get some things finished up that have been, you know, waiting to be finished up, you know, some videos for the second channel, get some reviews finished up on Goodreads, you know, the whole 9 yards, the whole shebang. I'm looking forward to getting more work done in May and June, and also, you know, reading and all that kind of stuff. Just looking to have a good month. I'm not going to really have everything planned out to a T like I tend to usually do. I think I'm just gonna kind of go with the flow this month. I've been feeling pretty good, so I think that's what I'm going to do. Once again, thank you all for the massive support. It means more than I have words for, and I genuinely love doing this as a hobby, and I love that more people have been seeing it and joining me on the journey, and that so many of you are already resonating. That does mean the world to me, and if you think anybody else might enjoy some of the stuff that I do, I would greatly appreciate it if you shared. But never feel like you're obligated to do that. Never feel like you need to. Just, you know, continue doing what you're doing, and I appreciate all of you for doing that. Thank you for watching this video. This is probably my longest state of affairs in a good long while. I'll talk to you all in the next video, whatever that is. I forget what it is. Oh no, I literally just, well, tomorrow's actually a Short Story Sunday video on the death of Ivan Ilyich, but Tuesday is the monthly reading wrap-up in TBR that happens on the first Tuesday of every month, and I'm actually pretty excited for that video, so I hope you guys check that one out when it comes out. But like I said, I'll be back in the next video regardless.